Well, hello everyone, it's me, Good to have you here. Welcome to another video of Daily Life of a Trash PC Player. I'm actually kind of excited because I just did a whole bunch of shenanigans on this, and I'm pretty happy about it. And wow, that is actually so neat, dude. I thought I was about to play on audio-less, but I went like a step and above, right? So, man, OBS can let you do a bunch of cool stuff, but yeah. Welcome everybody. I'm actually, let me hold on one moment actually. But yeah, no, we're actually here on my phone right now. And it took me like 20 minutes to kind of redo this again, because I think the first time I did it very, very broadly, so it wasn't. I had to figure more stuff out. But yeah, no, right now it's actually really nifty because it's not recording as high quality as I want it to be, but that's just kind of how phones be. But I mean, if you compare it to how it used to run on, unless actually, probably describes pretty close to how it runs on my PC. I would like to say this, it definitely runs smoother, and it definitely feels a lot smoother, at least on my end, for sure. I wish I had a better capture card, but I'll be real, I think that's the limitation of capture cards as well. I'm also be related to my phone, but yeah, capture cards can record up to 4K, it says, but it can't really output that much, but saying that aside, yeah, no, it looks really nifty. I'm actually checking like the timing on that, but yeah, we're actually recording on again my Samsung S24 Plus. I decided to kind of see if I can kind of get started with this. I had forgotten last time to really kind of get it through with like this stuff last week, but this time we actually do have it all figured out, and I'm actually recording again on my capture card, which is, dude, that's actually the coolest thing I figured out. And it's running. And it works! It works, man! All it took was like 20 minutes of troubleshooting for like a hot minute. And I know what I was doing, I was like trying to figure out where I'm capturing stuff, but it seems to have figured itself out, so that's pretty nifty, but oh, hold on. Maybe I moved it a little bit too far. Hold on, give me one moment. Okay, yep. I might have moved it. Oh man, I love the finagling. It's fine. I was trying to stand it up to see if I would just do it like that, but it seems to like have fucked it up, but it's fine. That's cool though. Aside from the finagling here and there, as I said before, I kind of want to kind of just play it and see kind of how it would go. I don't think I've completed my dailies yet, so we're gonna do that real quick. As well as just talk about this. So, again, I've talked about this for like a long time. I wanted to kind of record for you guys like better content and see if I can realistically just play it better for you guys. And it seems like I might be able to do that from now on. I really wish I could just fill my whole screen with this. But I think it's like the orientation and the UI and stuff. But it's fine. But yeah, no, I hope this looks at least more reasonable, and on my end it looks better, and I wish you could look, you guys could get like, the whole experience, but yeah, no more shitty PC for now, at least for the next week. We're gonna see if I can necessarily dude, that's so cool because I can actually see everything, dude. Oh man, that's actually so nifty. Dude, mobile gaming is so cool. And I've tried recording this without the capture card before. It is a bit of a struggle, but man, I look so nifty on my computer. That is so cool. On my phone it looks better clearly, but and on the recording it looks fine, which is kind of the main concern. I was kind of hoping for. Again, one of those things I was kind of worried about when I was starting with this. Was more due to the fact that I don't know everything that there is to know with OBS, at least recording wise, and how much like I can play it is the main thing as well. I think I might go straight from this to recording Bleach Brave Souls, and since it's kind of like the same output, I'm actually gonna be very excited. I might lower the audio a little bit, but maybe a little bit, not even now. We're gonna lower it a little bit. And I can actually monitor it, because Dude, it's so cool, dude. There's so much like cool shit you can do with like with fucking OBS. It's like I'm so excited. I don't know if this is my last one. I think that was my attempts right now, not so much my my stamina. But yeah, hopefully this looks nice. Alright, we're gonna see. Yeah, okay, so no, it did not run on my stamina. Just my attempts. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We're doing dailies. We're actually getting them done in like a reasonable fashion. None of the, oh, I gotta see if my computer will fucking die as I'm playing this game. But, dude, it's like a night and day difference. Like, genuinely. Like, and this is the type of content, right? So I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing this, at least in here, because I think it's, I don't know if what quality is recording at. I think it's like recording at either at maximum 1080, which is fine, but I know my phone can handle it pretty well. Like if I show my settings, right, it's on ultra high resolution, 60 FPS. It actually looks, dude. I had this moment where I was playing Sunless, where I turned it from like 30 FPS, and I was like, "There's no way this is running worse on my phone, my new phone now." And I was so pissed, and I was looking through the settings. I'm like, "Let me turn off the FPS and see what happens." And so I did. And look at that. I mean, the storage amount to... Oh, I keep kind of disconnecting it. Hold on, let me see if I can disconnect from some head. So... Give me 1 second. I might have to just flip it and see if I can do it like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. At least on my end. And since my screen isn't cracked, it feels so smooth! Yo, dude, this like the phone experience, the new phone experience is crazy. Though. It's great. It's hold on, how much battery we got? 91%. We're chilling. We're chilling because I don't think it's charging, not really, which is fine. I don't really expect it to charge. My idea is I can play for like a couple hours and I'm just gonna move on with my day, right? But yeah, I think next week what I'm gonna be trying because I'm gonna have to start recording stuff like way ahead. I just wanted to make sure that this was working for starters. This one. But once I could make sure that this was working, and realistically, I've been daily driving this, and I mentioned this I think here and there in some videos. The reason I've been daily driving this is to make sure that I don't get any finicky bugs. As well as just to make sure that I have everything in my account up to date or logged in, essentially. I have Zenless, I have WUWA, I have Nikkei, and I have Demons and Shadow Master of Garden. I don't think I have other games quite in it yet. I think that I've left everything else off of it. Because my other phone is still working. Those games aren't necessarily like a worry for me, at least. At least right now, anyway, right? So I don't even have them running, period, so... I could probably run them on my phone right now. Actually, I probably should be doing that. Let me see if am I charging my phone either. I'm gonna charge them as well because my phone's kind of like low battery as well. Now I have not actually passed my sim. Oh man, that is actually so dead silence. It's just the thing the game itself is just there's nothing recording it, but we do actually have a couple of things, and I don't even know how I feel about it because I do want to talk about this. And I was super salty when I really discovered it, and I think I talked about it last week. But like I'm a little disappointed with what the fuck is this? Silent array used to occur expedition motorbike. More Nia Cube. Okay, that's cute. Dream of the Azure Sky. Is it because they give us this? Okay. 15 pools. Okay. Oh, and amongst things, and I have not actually made my rant yet, and I don't know if I don't know if I was considering making like a whole ass video on it, but I will talk about this. Okay, whoa, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm actually gonna get out. Let's just leave my phone running right here for a minute. Whoa, what in the flying fuck? What happened, bro? Like, Like, what is going on with the collab, for starters? Like, the polls are a little bit, like, out of whack, in my opinion. Now, not only that, I'm pretty sure that some of the shop stuff is time limited, which annoyed the shit out of me, dude. And I know they're giving us, like, a free character and whatever, but, like, that's pretty standard for Kuro. Bro, like, come on. Better yet, I want to ask what the hell this is about, right? So... Alright, outfits, no, that's not it. I did actually look at they actually have like cosmetics and stuff on characters, which is cool. They're $4 a pop, which is fine. But my concern is, what the hell is this about? Like really? Like, what is this about? We have Dreamcatcher Tides, and I can't even buy them. Because Elusive Coral, and I hope this is... If this isn't a collab permanent item... you're gonna have some pissed off player base. Now, if the pulls themselves, these ones, are not time limited, or are time limited, I would understand that part. But anything else afterwards, I will not understand. And I think this is, and again, it's probably based on 4 stars at least, so depending on how many 4 stars you get, you might get cooked or not, but... actually... Oh, shit, okay, hold on. We have these ones as well, but I'm not touching these ones. We're touching these ones. I know why I have these ones as well, but... That's why I've been pissed, dude, because, like, I've been holding these things, so maybe I should have just straight up spent these ones before, like, my asteroid beforehand. Which is kind of brutal, but it might have made more sense for me to, instead of spending asteroid, to just straight up just get this, so... good to know ahead of time. It would have been nice to know, but, again, you live and you learn, but... For the few of us that did just outright just spend on the Forging Tides, I'm sorry, because I heard like a horror story that there was like a guy that essentially had saved up for this collab specifically, and then absolutely got utterly fucked because you can't use this one and you can't use this one because they introduced a new like pull system essentially, which I think is kind of dog shit. I think if they had given us like a little bit more, because keep this in mind, it's not just the problem that it's, hey, we have one collab. No, it's the problem that we have one collab with 2 different characters, 2 different weapons, and I know we got this character for free, so it's only like technically 3 weapon banner or 2 weapon banners, and then like a 50-50 on a character, which again most of us don't really like. We might end up having to summon on it simply, and this is the fucking annoying part, simply because we can't. Like, let me rephrase it. Simply, because we have no other option. Because these polls are going away in like 20 days. And the annoying part is that, so we have those polls, and you're giving us, what was it, like, the event disappears in 20 days, right? But why in the flying fuck? Right? Because I noticed this. Why in the flying fuck does this last 30 days? If the banner doesn't last 30 days. I know you're giving me time, but there's no point on these ones, unless I can keep them for, like, maybe when they come back. I'm like, okay, let's see if we can actually come back. It would be ideal if that was the case, because then, you know, it would make sense. But no. I'm not even, they're not even guaranteeing us that this collab will come back, like every collab we've had so far, and we have had a couple. Technically. We've had a Sonic collab, we have a Persona 5 collab, we've had, Pragmata collab, we've had a bunch of other collabs, and they're very mild collabs. They're not, oh yeah, this is the end all be all, but they're still collabs, so what the fuck is going on? Right? So, that's the main thing, right? So, that has been going on. And we're getting to the real stuff now, at this point, right? Because I have like a bunch of pulls, right? I have 20 pulls, which is not a lot, but it's still more than what I have on the other standard stuff. Right, so I have 27 on the limited WUWA line at this point, right? That's what I'm calling. And then I have 7 on the other one. It's not a lot. I have more pulls than other stuff. But then the problem is, okay, so I have this, and then I have to spend Asteroid on the fucking collab weapon banner. And I considered not pulling on... Was it Emeth? Did I pull an Emeth, or who did I pull on? I think it might have been Emeth.
Would you like a fun game between the 2 of us?
But I knew I was gonna get Rebecca for free, and I wasn't really like looking for Lucy, to be honest with you. So that's kind of like the biggest thing. So we have them, and we have Emeth. Oh no, Hiyuki. Hiyuki actually kind of just cooked me, dude. Because I got her, and I got her weapon. And it's like, man, like, and it's not, and I think her weapon like took me like not necessarily to pity, but like, dude, that these banners have been cooking me recently, and then we have apparently Yang Yang is getting a new character, and meanwhile here, and I actually need to put this a little bit backwards because I'm being a little bit loud. Meanwhile, in my universe, I still have my Yang Yang. Everybody's forgotten about her. Everybody calls her trash tier. Meanwhile, I'm in big 2026 still using my dear Yang Yang. I actually have to look up how does she rank, and I'm like, dude, she's really ass. But damn, dude, come on. Hell, even Zanny. Even Zanny dropped off so hard, bro.
Come the inevitable parting. Let's not dwell on it.
Yeah, Rebecca, Lucy, S tier. At least according to Game Made tier list, which again everything is really going to salt. However, if they're putting Shorekeeper is still S tier, like double S tier, it just kind of makes sense. I think main DPS. Yeah, Zanny kind of fell off. Kurtathea is down. I guess Sigrika kind of just took over that badly, which is kind of annoying. But again, there's like a small level of power creep with this one in this game. I understand it. Like, it's not gonna be insane. Isn't Bran supposed to be a healer though, low-key? And even Aero Rover. Aero Rover is B tier. It's kind of funny though. No, I know he was kind of mediocre to put it lightly, so I'm not really concerned about him. I have Chiza and I have Verena. Overall, seems like Cheese is actually below. Like, as a support class, she's SS tier, at least according to this, but as a character, she's a little bit below it. Sub DPS, Luno, Linnae, Dania, Lucilla. I don't have any of these characters, and I'm not getting Lucilla. She looks great, but the problem is, on this banner, on this current banner, they're releasing Yang Yang, and then we're releasing Hyson. Like, oh, we're so fucked, dude. Like I'm so cooked, dude. Fuck my luck, dude, in anything like this. My luck has been fine. I need to play more. I need to play the game more often. The problem is, I haven't really been wanting to because a lot of my stuff kind of surrounds around content, and that's kind of the problem. I need to kind of get around it, and a lot of that stuff is just kind of figuring out how to record this shit, and it's been kind of bugging me that I have not been wanting to. It's the main thing. So that's a little bit of a struggle there, but setting that aside, because I think tomorrow I got to double up on the video tonight, so I will be cutting it shortly here in a minute, but I'm glad it's working. I'm glad you joined me for today. If you joined me, again, we're gonna be testing out Mobile Week for the next couple of weeks, I think, in my opinion, because it looks good. It looks good. So I want to bring quality content to my channel, and I want to bring you guys the best that I can. So hopefully it's gonna remain like this, and hopefully we can look into the nice, bright future that is Wuthering Waves. Now, again, my idea is that this is high quality for my phone, at least, right? And again, for a phone, comparatively to my other one, it's leaps and bounds, in my opinion. And again, I'm not holding it right now, so it's also one thing. I do think it still runs hot, but it does not run as hot as it used to be on my other phone. But I've learned from like many things, and among those things, I've learned that there are times where shit is bullshit, and in all honesty, if I was gonna bring another topic, I was actually gonna buy like a S24 Ultra. I ended up not doing it because I wasn't really convinced about the storage space for another $200. I was really thinking about it, but also I did not want to spend another like $200 on that. Right, that's the main thing, right? Like, because at this point, I'm trying to make sure, like, is there like a difference in quality and like the things, or would it at that point would it be better to just for me to go to like the higher end phones? And the answer was a little bit more complicated than anything else, and one change of one change in tiers, essentially, does not make that much of a difference, in my opinion. Now, again, in your phone, I do believe that even S22s are having some issues with, like, performance as well. And honestly, it just happens, man. I am kind of a little bit, like, myself, just been humbled by just changes in generational, quality is the main thing, right? So there are certain things, certain phones that perform better than others, and it's just kind of reality. I have been playing with essentially a 2019 phone on release. It technically was $1,000 back in the day, so it was kind of high end for the time. But the problem is, time passes by. It's 2026. That phone is now approximately 7 years out of date at this point, and again, even my computer was from 2019, I think, when it released. I think I got it like 2020 or somewhere along those lines. Or I think it might have been even a little bit earlier. But the main thing, right, is we have that. We're running that. And it just can't keep up with, like, today's technology. And again, I'm not saying that you should change, like, your technology every, like every certain amount of years, but, like, it just kind of happens that degrading technology just... Well, not even degrading, it's just... Technology gets outclassed, and games and all that become better over time. So what ends up happening is you get screwed. If you invest in $1,000, you're screwed out of $1,000 because it can't even function, like, the main functionalities that it has. Like, my phone at this point is 4 years. It did me well. It's still working. I still use it for general use. I still use it to watch it for videos because, in my opinion, it actually has superior audio compared to the current one, which was a bit of a surprise, mind you. But I'm not really concerned about that. What I am kind of curious about is what next week's going to look like, and what you guys think about this episode in Daily Life of Trash Player. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. We're going to leave it here for today. Have a wonderful day. Stay solid. Bye-bye, and I will be recording the Bleach Saturdays right away, so I actually get to sleep tomorrow, and I actually don't get to, like, not sleep in after I come to work tomorrow, because I think next week they actually did kick up my schedule a little bit, so I have 3 days work straight up, so that is a little bit rough, but I do have 4 days off, so we'll see how we schedule around that, so we'll settle that there. Have a good one, stay solid, and bye-bye. Hopefully you guys will join me in, like, the upcoming weeks, because again, we'll be kind of trying to, not necessarily daily drive, but we'll be daily driving videos at least for a bit. So, have a good one, stay solid, and bye-bye. What the... Oh, okay. Oh, it's not numlock. Come on, man. Okay, bye-bye. Dude, I click. I swear, it automatically if I restart, because I restarted my computer earlier, it just numlock does not exist after that. But yeah, have a good one, stay solid, and bye.